and welcome to the start of the video. I'm getting ready to do my second marathon ever. 6 months ago, I did my first marathon, the Charlotte Marathon, and I learned a lot. The half went by pretty quick, but after that, shit got real hard. 6 months ago, I did the Charlotte Marathon, and now I'm coming back for more punishment, and I'm gonna do actually a trail marathon today. I really love trail running, and I wanted to see how I would like to run a whole marathon on the trail. So first things first, I'm about to get all my stuff together. I'm going to the race venue in a few minutes. It's 6:40. I've made up my hydration last night in this hydration bladder, and this is like water and electrolytes. Put this in the freezer last night, so it'll be hopefully still a little bit cold by the time the race starts. I'm gonna put this inside of here. I prefer using this rather than just water bottles because this is so easy to just sip during the race. I'll show y'all later. Also have my energy gels with me. These are to take during the race. So I've got 4 of these. I have 36 ounces of water and about 2.5 scoops of this Scratch Labs electrolytes. This is my favorite brand of electrolytes, and this is my favorite flavor, but I've actually started drinking a new flavor that has a lot less sugar in it, but I'll show y'all that another time. So yeah, this is what I got going on in the hydration bladder. I figured for 26.2 miles, I can do the extra sugar today. And then this, I'll show y'all a little bit later. This is for after the race, this vegan recovery drink mix. I really like this. This tastes so good later, but this is what I got going on. And I also lather my feet up whenever I go on a long run. Lather my feet in squirrel's nut butter. I don't have any problems with chafing anywhere except for my feet, especially the inside parts of my feet. When I first started running and I didn't know what I was doing, I literally had a piece of skin like 3 or 4 inches long just hanging off the inside of my foot. Last marathon, I didn't have any chafing on my feet. So we're doing the white on black hat. This is probably the hat I wear the least because it doesn't match with most of my stuff, but we're wearing it today. I really like it. So there's that. And then most importantly, arguably the most important, we got the shoe choice. Today, I'm gonna be wearing the Hoka Speed Goat 4s. These are my favorite trail running shoes. As you can see, the bottom is super grippy, and I like to wear these shoes anytime I run the trails. They really grip onto the rocks. I hardly ever slip. I never fall. I fell. I can't believe it. I like to also wear these when I am running and it's raining, or when it has been raining and there are a lot of puddles, because like I said, you just don't slide around and slip in these. And they're really comfortable, really supportive. So yeah, let's head to the race. Got my race number. I've got about 30 minutes until the race starts, so I'm gonna put on my race number, go pee one more time, stretch a little bit, and then it's time. I cannot believe I'm about to run another marathon.
I'm gonna give you a countdown right here.
All right, almost 2 miles in. I can tell I didn't train as much for this one. Because normally it's my body that hurts. It makes me stop or slow down, but I'm having trouble catching my breath. And I have a stitch in my left side. We are only 2 miles in. Y'all pray for me. Grateful for this hill. Hopefully I can walk out this stitch because it's definitely slowing me down. Starting to rain, 4 miles in, just 22 miles to go. No big deal. About an hour in, time for the first energy gel, cashew lemon. Hopefully give me some more strength. 21 miles to go. Thoughts right now, taking a break, having some negative thoughts, thinking about all the reasons why I wasn't able to prepare for this as much as I would have liked to, as much as I prepared for my last marathon. Like my last marathon didn't even get hard until like mile 15, and I'm a little under 7 miles right now, and it's hard. I am like out of breath. My body still feels pretty good, but I think that, and it's raining, but at least it's overcast. Even on some of the flat parts, I'm having to walk. Starting to wish that I just signed up for the half marathon. Starting to think that I was kidding myself, thinking I could finish the full. I know I can do it, but I definitely should have prepared more. But I've got all these excuses. Commuting, getting ready for a move, not wanting to do too much and get sick. I don't know if that was the right decision right now, but it's hard right now. And I'm hoping that I get a burst of energy soon. I've already had one energy gel. Y'all pray for me. On the bright side, I can vlog. Y'all hear that? Thunder, and it's raining. On the bright side, I can vlog without anybody looking at me crazy. It is coming down. Do you hear me? I mean, it could be worse, but it's raining for real. Almost 10 miles in. Still need prayers. I don't know how I'm gonna finish this. I'll be amazed when I finish this. So my last marathon, it didn't start getting really hard until I was way too deep into it to quit. So quitting wasn't even an option. But right now, I really want to quit. Like, I really want to tap out halfway through. That'll be my opportunity if I want to tap out, and I really, really want to. I'm almost 11 miles in, and this is a flat. This section is totally flat. I should be able to at least jog this. And right now, my knees are taking turns hurting. First is the left, then is the right. They keep bouncing back and forth, and I'm just so out of breath. I feel so out of shape. But let's name a few positive things. The weather is great. It's not hot. It finally stopped raining, and I only have 15 miles to go. So those are the positives. We'll see what happens. So I feel horrible. My knees are like smoked. My hips, I'm out of breath. Almost halfway done. But I just don't think I have another 13.1 miles in me. I really don't. We're already at the 3-hour mark. And I'm only just now about to be done with the half marathon. So I don't know. Well, that was not what I was expecting yesterday or hoping for. Ran a total of about 13.25 miles, and I did not have another half marathon in me. It was a struggle just to get to the halfway point. If I had kept going after the halfway point, then I would have had to keep going, because the way the course is, there's no turning back, and my knees are like, they hurt really, really bad. My knees hurt so bad. The biggest thing for me, like, I could deal with the pain in my knees probably, but the biggest thing for me was I was out of breath on like the flat sections. Like, I did not prepare for this the way I should have. I mean, I should have breezed through the first half. It should have been nothing for me to get through a half marathon, even on the trail. So yeah. Excuses between having to basically work every single day for 2 whole months with no days off, dealing with this move. It's been a pretty packed last 3 months, and I guess it was arrogant of me to think that I could just show up and run a marathon. The main thing I've been working on since the last marathon is my swim, because that's like my biggest concern right now. I already know I can run a fair distance, but I lost a lot of fitness by pulling back a lot on my running. It took me 3 hours and 13 minutes just to finish this half marathon. My fastest half marathon time is 2 hours and 4 minutes. So yeah, lost a lot of endurance by not running as much. So anyways, look how muddy I am. I look like I freaking ran a marathon. My mom is not gonna be happy when she sees this. Let me get home and clean up, and then we can debrief. You know, I really wish this was a story of triumph, a story of pushing through and making it all the way to the finish line and crossing that line and saying to myself, see, you could do it all along. But the reality is, this time I really couldn't do it. As I was editing the video, I was like, wow, it really doesn't look like I'm having that hard of a time. Like, girl, just get up and go. The biggest thing for me wasn't the pain in my body, which was significant, but I was shocked that I just was out of breath, like so out of shape. On my last marathon, even at mile 22, my breathing, my lung capacity was not the issue at all. It was just my body hurting so much that made it hard towards the end. But when I got a few miles in and I could tell I was having trouble like just running and breathing, I was like, okay, girl, you might be out of shape. 7 miles in, I pretty much was like, I don't know about this. So anyways, yeah, in the running community, they call this a DNF. In the flight attendant community, we call a DNF a did not fly. In the running community, they call a DNF a did not finish. So first time I ever tapped out of a race, I didn't prepare. And I think that I should have been more realistic and more focused with my goals, because I've got this triathlon that is like my big main goal this year, and I put that as a priority over the marathon because I thought in my mind, okay, I know I already spent over a year teaching myself how to run and getting myself to the point where I can run a fair distance. I can kind of ease up on the running and put my triathlon at the forefront, and the running will take care of itself. But that is not reality. Still learning. But now I know that in order to keep up with running, you gotta run. You gotta do it consistently. And the reason I really like the marathon distance is because you cannot do it unless you prepare. You can't. You cannot even finish a marathon without preparing for it, at least for a few months. And I spent a whole year preparing for my last marathon so well. I'm so proud of how much I prepared last year, and just setting little goals leading up to it, and just how much I really stayed focused and stayed lasered in on that goal. There was no way I wasn't gonna finish. But this time I ran a little bit, but I didn't run nearly, I probably ran 75% less this time around than what I ran last time around. And I lost a lot of fitness because of that. I was not expecting that. But you live and you learned, and sometimes you gotta know when to tap out. I guarantee you, if I had kept going, they would have had to send the meat wagon for me at about mile 16. Like at the most, I had 3 miles left in me. At the most, I was just done. Camera just cut off. In the future, I'm definitely only gonna focus on one goal at a time and put all my focus into that one goal. When I finish it, when I complete it, move on to the next. I can't prepare for a triathlon, prepare for a marathon, and move halfway across the country and work every single day and take care of myself. I can't do all those things all at once. I'm so used to having so many things on my plate, but this time it bit me in the butt. So I've got to be more realistic. This is definitely a learning lesson, but I wanted to come on here and be real with y'all and just let y'all know your girl tapped out, DNF, did not finish. I only was able to squeak out a half marathon, and I'm disappointed, but I don't have any regrets. My full focus is going into preparing for this triathlon. It's in about 20 weeks, and that's the only thing I'm focusing on. That's it. Swim, bike, run, work, don't commute. Like, glad that I'm here in Colorado now and I don't have to worry about commuting. I can put that behind me. I can put working every single day of my life behind me, and now I'll have so much more time to focus on one thing at a time. So that's what happened. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you got something from it. If you're running a marathon this year, and I know some of y'all are because you have DM'd me, if you are, please prepare. Prepare as long as you can. Prepare every day. Don't slack, because the marathon distance, 26.2 miles, is not a joke. At some point, it will get hard, but you can definitely finish if you just prepare. So with that being said, I'm gonna do another marathon this year, I think, because I can't go out like this. But let's focus on the triathlon first, and if you want to follow that journey, stick with me. We are focused. We are in a new location. Eyes on the prize, and that's it, period. If you enjoy the video, you already know exactly what to do. Okay, so do it, and I will see y'all very soon with another video. Bye.